Welcome back to the Football Manager Save here at Cambridge United. We are top of the table, 25 games into the season. However, almost everybody below us has multiple games in hand. So let's not get carried away, shall we? Our recent form has, been great really, but we've had a little bit of a wobble. Got some big games coming up with Huddersfield, Bolton, Exeter at home, who are fourth in the table. It's not going to be easy. You will be able to tell from the title that Patreon players are now in the save. For those that are unaware, I have a Patreon to help crowdfund the content and support me as a creator. And previously, for about the past year or so, we've had, as part of the Patreon, one of the tiers is the Big One project, which sees some of you, those of you at the correct tier, added into my what were FIFA saves and FC24 saves. Thanks to a friend of the channel, Millie, who I'm sure you guys will be aware of. If you, A, watch my content, B, a part of the Football Manager streaming community, you'll know who Millie is. He has added you guys in based on the feedback that you gave on the response on the Patreon. So everybody you see on this list here is in the save now at the club they requested to be at. If you didn't request the club, you've been placed at a random club. If someone was a member of the VIP but didn't respond to the post at all, then they've been assigned a random player and a random club. But everybody that is at the VIP tier on the Patreon is now in this save. And unlike the FC/FIFA stuff, where you can only be added in at the beginning of a new save, because this is on PC and because Millie uses a third-party editor, etc., anyone new that joins the Patreon at the VIP tier can be added in on the fly at any point throughout this Football Manager save. So if it was something you're interested in, I may as well plug the Patreon whilst I'm at it. If you would like to join the Patreon, have your creative player in my Football Manager saves, in my future FC24 and later iterations of the game saves as well, then do check the Patreon out. There'll be a link to it in the description down below. We thank Millie very much indeed for his work. We will be compensating him accordingly, of course. And if you would like to see your players' stats in detail, then do come across and join me on stream and I can show you them. I'm not going to... It just would be... if you'd like an extra video, I could maybe do a bonus video going through all of the Patreon players if you'd rather do that. Or if you'd rather... just see your player in closer detail, then just drop by the stream and I can show you on the fly. It'd be easier to do it that way, I think. But at the minute, we dive in by making a player sale. Danny Andrew is leaving to sign for Shrewsbury. Left back out. Frees up some wages. We don't need him. We brought in Harry Toffolo and Daniel Harvey this season. He's been on the fringes of the squad, has barely played, and will quite happily take the pennies. Thank you very much. Harrison Dunk is going to study to get a National B licence, which hopefully will improve his staff stats, and we'll contemplate signing him as a coach if his stats improve. But at the minute, he's not really of the quality. Huddersfield at home will be where we kick off on the pitch on Boxing Day 2024, and hopefully we'll still be top of the table come the 27th. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the Football Manager content. Do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of the Football Manager or FC24 Player Career Mode or Formula 1 content. Do join me on stream as well. It'd be absolutely brilliant if you could. And I'm going to crack on. We'll go and play Huddersfield and hopefully keep ourselves top of the table. We've got some good players though. But so do we now. We've certainly grown. It just wasn't going to get there. It was going to open us up. Sonny Carey in the box. For Jerry Oganaberry. It's 1-0 Cambridge in the 18th minute. Oh, that's a nice ball over the top. And I think he's just broken the offside track there, Karoma. He does indeed. Josh Karoma makes it 1-1. The lead did not last long. Just 2 minutes. But that's FM things, isn't it? Huddersfield with a free kick. Before half-time, we might not even go in at the break. Even level, we won't. Scott High with his first goal of the season. A 19th placed Huddersfield Town lead at the Abbey Stadium and the league leaders. Don't panic. It's fine. They didn't score. We did, though. I was just watching a replay of Heung-min Son's goal because I missed it when City are playing Tottenham at the moment. Harry Toffolo with a free kick. Oh my god. And what a free kick. Wow. We're level. Can't believe I missed that live. Unbelievable, Jeff. 6 minutes added on at the end of the game against Huddersfield Town. It's going to be a 2-2 draw thanks to Harry Toffolo's wondrous free kick. Only a point isn't great, especially in a home game. Disappointed we didn't get the win. Frustrated to concede the goals in the manner that we did, especially the one from the set piece. But we are still top, and even if Poppy win their game in hand, we will stay above them. But Wycombe could go considerably top of the table if they win all of their games in hand. And it is always better to have points on the board than games in hand. Right, not going to make any changes, I don't think. The same side that has been playing well, not necessarily getting the results recently. We're 3 games without a win now. Although after 2 assists and a goal, Jack Iredale is dropped from the squad entirely. Presumably because of fatigue. But they beat us last time, Bolton. We'd like to beat them this time, please. Making too many mistakes at the minute. It will cost us. It may well cost us now. It does. Carlos Mendes Gomez, 90 seconds into the second half. Great response to my team talk. Cheers, lads. Well, that's going to be a defeat by the looks of things. 5-0. It'll be the first time we haven't scored in forever. I can't remember the last time we didn't score, but I'm far from pleased from that. And I'm sure they're all of the same mindset. Not a great start today. It wasn't a great end last time, and not a great start today. That's 4 games now without a win. And with the big FA Cup game against Brentford coming, and a big game against playoff chasing Exeter, promotion chasing Exeter, and the next round of the Papa Johns against Portsmouth as well, we've got some really tough games coming. Exeter at home. We've lost 2 of our last 4, not 1 in those 4, and now face high-flying, 4th placed Exeter City. We need a win, but we've got some tired players and a big FA Cup tie against Brentford coming at the weekend. So, ideally, unfortunately, I've needed to rotate a little bit for this. Ideally, we wouldn't have had as many fixtures during this period as we've got, but we do. We'll have to deal with it. But as it stands, Wycombe are going top, as they've taken an early lead through Gareth McCleary in the 3rd minute. We're in a tough spot right now. We had an unbelievable start to the season, but we are absolutely at risk of watching it fall very quickly apart. Sean Raggett is going to get a yellow for that. It's a penalty for Exeter in the 16th minute. And the falling apart appears to be happening even quicker. 1-0 Exeter. I knew as soon as I put promotion push in the title of the stream, corner Cambridge. Oh, goal Cambridge. Elias Kachunga. Yes. We're not going to go back-to-back games without scoring. We might make it 5 without a win, but the ball's in the back of the net again. Thank God for that. Encourage. Let's build on it, lads. Let's see if we can't go and get a victory out of this, please, because at the minute we're dropping off top spot. Shall we? Says praying it doesn't happen. That's a good cross. Zeno's up well. Good lad. Lancaster counter. He might be on. He might be off. We'll wait and see. Delightful finish. And he's on. 19th goal of the season. Faye seals it. That will be 3 points for the U's. We are back to winning ways, and we have that man to thank for it. Thank you, Fate. Putting in a fantastic performance here for Jiri Okunabiri so far. Liam Bennett, are we going to maybe add a fourth? It would be quite the return to form if we can. It's already quite the return to form. Frustrated to go 1-0 down, but the response has been superb. Sonny Carey with Liam Bennett. Early first-time ball. Faye's there. Faye, hat-trick. 20th goal of the season to find the hat-trick. Oh, no, it's his second goal of the game. Not his... I thought it was a hat-trick. Regardless, 20-goal milestone. That is what you call a second-half turnaround. Losing 1-0 at half-time. I said, stop it. They did. That is a comeback. It's about as comprehensive as it gets. You've blown them away in that second 45. Now, if we could do that the majority of the time, perform to that level, and for 90 minutes, then that would be fantastic. Absolutely superb. Regardless, it was an absolutely sensational performance, and Shortire acknowledges my impact on it with my halftime team talk, so I'm very happy with that. We said the right thing at the right time, and it worked. Our next game is a little bit important. Newcastle want Jack Stevens. Why the hell would Newcastle want Jack Stevens? Would provide helpful cover within the squad. I mean, if they want to pay through the teeth for him, I will take their pennies. Although he's only got 6 months left on his contract, so I probably can't do that. Right, this is the biggie then. We'll keep an eye on the finances tab. We earned about 800,000 from the game against Newcastle. Brentford away isn't going to be at that level. We might break even with our bank balance after this game, but it is a Premier League side away. And, well, it's a very, very big game. But we're not in great form. Yes, we just had a fantastic win, but overall, we're not in great form. But given the performances in the last few games, I'm not sure I can really not play someone like Zeno in this next game. Daniel Harvey had a half-decent game, but Toffolo obviously has to start. He's arguably the best player we have in the squad behind Shoda Shortire. Adame, Sonny Carey. The front few just kind of picks itself at the minute, just with the capability of those players. Actually, I'll give Soleil the start after he had a good game in the last one and managed to grab himself a goal. But I'll change Kachunga to an inside forward rather than a Raumdeuter. Why he dropped from being a 3.5-star Raumdeuter to a 1-star out of nowhere is a mystery still, but... Oh, bless me. So hopefully we can go and get ourselves a victory here. Or at least not embarrass ourselves in the cup. If we're somehow able to pull out a win, it would be remarkable. But we can have 9 substitutes in the FA Cup, so we will select everybody that's available and hopefully take it to a replay to earn a bit more money before we end up losing the tie. Strakosha, Nathan Collins, Christopher Ayer, Sanyon, Hickey, Maya, Shikiri, Yamaliuk, Sharda, Damsgaard, Abel Ruiz. They're not taking any risks. Brentford, that is a strong team. We've got nothing to play for, or no pressure to play under, effectively, is what I'm trying to say. Thomas Frank still the manager at Brentford. This stage of the save, 3 wins in their last 4 games. Obviously, they're going to be quite good. But we will play... Actually, let's go from positive to balanced, shall we? Skiri injured after just 5 minutes, and Baptiste comes on in his place. Damsgaard with a corner, or free kick even, and... Shandon Baptiste scores. The marking there was diabolical. That's not because they're really good. That's because we were terrible. How have you just left him on his own there? You're literally looking at him. Oh dear, that's not gone well at all. 1-0 Brentford. We did lose, to be fair, when we played Newcastle, we did lose 7-0, or 7-1, wasn't it? So, we don't have the best track record in games against Premier League sides. It's played one, lost one, super, super heavily. But, oh, we very nearly forced an equaliser just a few minutes later. I mean, this is good football from us here. It's nice, composed passing. And Elias is it. We've got bodies forward. And here's Shola Shortire. Equaliser. Cambridge United are level. Massive away travel, massive away following, and they've seen their side poor level against the Premier League boys. If that's all we get today, we've at least given the fans something to go home with. Lovely touch by Soleil. And into Shola. Shortire's still going. Shortire's still going. Shortire's still going! Cambridge United of League 1! 2! Brentford of the Premier League! 1! And Shola with the goal of his career thus far. Showing how much higher quality he is than anyone else in our side. Buried. That was a goal of Premier League quality. Unbelievable, Jeff. Now, we might start to waste some time soon. In fact, let's start doing it already. And we might just maybe, be able to see this through. Don't want to jinx it by saying something like that, but it came out of my mouth. It's been all momentum for Brentford. But ultimately, they're not creating that many chances. We've had, effectively, the same amount of efforts on goal as Brentford. But they've bossed possession. When we've had it, we've used it well. And Elias could maybe seal it. Oh, brilliant save by Strakosha. Superb stop by the goalkeeper. We will look to make more changes just to waste some more time. Charlie Kirk will take his time with the corner. And we are, at the moment, 4 minutes away from winning a game against the Premier League side whilst still in League 1. Tottenham with a free kick in a good position. 7 minutes added on. 4 minutes of them played. 6 minutes of them played. Cambridge United are Premier League giant killers once more. They may have beaten us to the Division 3 title in 1998-99, but they do not beat us to the FA Cup 4th round. Cambridge 2 through Shola Shortire with 2 fantastic goals. Really, really special performance. So we celebrate with Hyper gifting 5 subs to the Twitch channel. Thank you, mate. Joseph Davidenki, Matt Yoshi, Karuban and HJ all now subbed to the Twitch channel. You guys watching on YouTube to come and join us on the Twitch channel. We get £105,000 for winning. And it does just break us even with the prize money. So we only made about 200 grand from that game in gate receipts, which is a real shame given the size of the fixture. But we have the opportunity once more to get that giant money-making tie. We're in the hat. We're honoured to be in the same draw as them, but wow. I'm not going to say anything about the officials. We're just going to take the win and be delighted with it. When is the draw for the 5th round? I have no idea. Probably still some more ties to be played later over the weekend before we find out when the draw for the FA Cup 5th round is. 4th round, not 5th round. Draw's on the 6th. The draw is on the 6th, which is before the next game, so we will head to that draw. What we'll do, though, is give everybody a rest, because they absolutely deserve it. I nearly transfer listed everyone. That would have been silly. Unbelievable, Jeff. How have we pulled that out of the bag? Rochdale caused an upset as well. They're in the National League still, and they knocked out Championship Preston, so there's a bigger jump in divisions between those two. Wow! Oh, the Yellers. So who are we going to end with then? We'll end the episode with the FA Cup 4th round draw. Jerry Neves might be... No, not having it. Rob Dickey's... Ah, it's annoying. I was maybe going to go for him if we get promoted. 2 days to go to the next game, but 1 day until the draw for the FA Cup 4th round. And to honour it, perfectly timed, Shola Shortire signs a new £7,250 a week contract, which keeps him as our highest paid player. But the most important reason we did that and offered a new contract after he only signed in the summer is because he had a release clause of £600,000. That is now 4.1 million. If we don't get promoted, he has a £3.1 million release clause, which I'm sure someone will activate. But hopefully, they won't need to, because we'll get promoted. And he absolutely earned that contract with even that one goal. Come on. Give us the draw. FA Cup 4th round draw. Who are we going to get? Start draw or skip straight to us? West Ham away. West Ham, another potential money spinning tie. West Ham away. That's massive. 62,500 seater capacity. Off to London we go. West Ham away in the FA Cup 4th round. Show me the money. That's the sort of tie that can help bankroll an entire season for the club. It did with Newcastle. The only reason we're able to afford to bring in the caliber of player we did is because of that Newcastle money. And hopefully we will be in a similar position after the West Ham money as well. Fantastic result for us. And that certainly deserves your thumbs up, your subscription, your following on social media, your following on Twitch, your subscription to the Chesnoid Live YouTube channel, which if it isn't already up and running will be very soon, so you can watch live streams on YouTube and on Twitch because they'll be live simultaneously. Thank you very much for watching ChesnoidPlays YouTube channel. We will see you later.